Hey y'all, what's up? Thank y'all for joining me. We have a few topics to run through. Happy Saturday to everyone. I hope you guys are doing well. Y'all, I'm tired as a damn dog. Oh my God, I gotta push through. I'm tired. I've been running all damn day. Uh yeah, let's get into the show. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. Hey, KBR, my top flight mod is here. Good afternoon. Trina didn't. I see you here. Who else here? Tamara Walls, thanks for being here. I see my other top flight mod, Scorpio Misses here. Thank you guys. Let's get into it. We don't have a lot of topics, just gonna breeze through a couple topics right quick. All right. So Don from day 26, I told you, not day 26, but Danity Kane. I told you guys that Danity Kane has reunited or have reunited with the exception of Don and was it Shannon? I think it is. Yeah, Shannon. So Dawn said she didn't even know that the girls reunited, and she would be happy to be back with the girls. She is actually like performing by herself. She's solo now, doing her thing. She's actually doing well doing solo. But she said the girls didn't even reach out to her to tell her that they were reuniting for her to even be in the group to tour with them because she would have loved to have done so. So it says, according to Neighborhood Talk, says that Don Richard says that the current members of Danity Kane did not ask her to be a part of their reunion. She said, this chapter lives in me forever. I mean, yeah, they do need Don because you can tell it's something missing with the girls. I'm happy they're back together. The three of them, they're trying to do it, honey. But I feel like Don definitely needs to be there. So Don says, even without being told about the reunion, I will always be a yes to Danity Kane. She says that chapter lives in me forever. I will always choose to perform these records out of love for the music. Okay. She said the memories and the legacy that we built together. So here is a little something for Danity Kane fans. I love you always. So she's performing one of their songs. Of course, you guys know we can't play it here, but she sounds good. And her backup dancers, they are giving it, and her band is doing it. All right. So shout out to her. I really hope that they can perform together because I would love to see Dawn with her. I think a lot of people in the comments are saying, yeah, Dawn is definitely missing from the group. Thank you guys all for coming back together, but it's like a missing piece to the puzzle that they definitely need. She does have strong vocals to kind of help push a lot of the songs that they're doing, but shout out to them for getting back together because I am a fan. Moving right along. All right, so it looks like your girl NeNe Leakes is back, you guys. I told you guys a few weeks ago that the Bravo executive says that the door is definitely open for NeNe to return if that's what she chooses to do. So Real Girlfriends Ultimate Trip or Real Housewives Ultimate Trip is coming back. And they're saying Real Housewives of Potomac's Giselle Bryant and Monique Samuels reportedly joining NeNe Leakes for the next season of Ultimate Girls Trip. So you guys will get to see NeNe back on something Bravo again. I know she's excited because she's been wanting to come back to Bravo for quite some time. You know, Bravo does pay their girls very well. So NeNe is going to be getting a coin. What y'all think about that? I'm excited. So hopefully she can transition on back on to Real Housewives of Atlanta as well. I think a lot of people miss her on there. I think that's why the ratings are so damn low because it's kind of, again, like a missing piece to the puzzle, right? So it says that the Neighborhood Talk is reportedly or reporting that Giselle Bryant has been confirmed to star in the next season of Ultimate Girls Trip titled Ultimate Road Trip. It says that they're also reporting that Monique Samuels is currently in talks to join the series as well. Now, earlier they said it was reported that NeNe Leakes is set to return to Bravo by joining this season as well. Okay. Said they're not exactly crazy about Giselle, me either. Says, but I would love to see her interact with NeNe, especially since NeNe has openly said that she doesn't like Giselle. And they said that they don't think that Giselle is too fond of NeNe either. Well, I thought that they were kind of friends behind the scenes. I could have sworn I saw something where Giselle said that she liked NeNe, and NeNe kind of said that she thought that Giselle was cool as well. So I don't know where it came from, but okay. What do y'all think about, nevertheless, what do y'all think about NeNe coming back to Real Housewives of Ultimate Girls Trip and then probably transitioning on to other shows on Bravo as well? I think that's good for her. Okay. I do like NeNe. She is good TV. She is a whole narc and but she's needed. Okay. She's definitely needed. She's good TV. So shout out to NeNe for coming back. All right. I saw this news and I was like, oh my Lord, child, I gotta go and watch this damn movie, Selena, honey. Anything for Selena's, okay? Love that movie. I can't tell you how many times I've seen Selena. But rest in peace to her father, Abraham. Y'all know her dad, Abraham, passed away, honey. And their son actually made the announcement that he passed away. Okay, so Abraham Quintanilla Jr., father of late icon Selena, passes away at 86 years old. Okay, that's according to Neighborhood Talk. Hollywood Unlocked. I told you I'm tired. Oh my God. All right, so Abraham Quintanilla Jr., the father of late Tejano music icon Selena Quintanilla, and a central figure in the historic rise to fame, has sadly passed away. Now, the news was announced this morning or Saturday morning by his son, A.B. Quintanilla III, who shared an emotional post on Instagram alongside a photo of his father. Said, it is with heavy hearts that to let you know that to let you know, guys, that my dad has passed away today, he wrote. It says, as of now, no cause of death has been publicly disclosed. That Abraham Quintanilla is widely known not only as Selena's father, but as her longtime manager and one of the key architects behind her groundbreaking career. If you saw the movie, then you already know how much of a force he was in terms of her career and helping catapult her from being an international artist and not just an artist that just did, Spanish music. So shout out to her, man. She is missed. I think a lot of people still watch the movie, still gravitate. They still listen to her music. It's amazing that she's been gone that long. Because she died like back in the 90s, right? But she still is like her presence is still here. And a lot of people, of course, the of the Latino the Latinos, they still love her. We'll say it that way. Okay. Those are some pictures that they put out there. There's Jennifer Lopez. She played Selena in the movie. That's the little girl who played Selena when she was small. Okay, so that's Abraham and the mom, honey, and the wife, rather. Okay, so that's them. That's so sad, child. That's so sad. But she did get a star, it looks like, on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. That's huge. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to go watch Selena now, child. Be in there, get my Camola floor on in there in a minute. So let's get into some Stevie J and Faith Evans. I still cannot believe the two of them got married. That was a disaster. All right. Stevie did not respect Faith. Faith was sick of him. And I don't feel like Faith would have married Stevie had Biggie still been alive. I keep saying that. I just don't feel like she would have married him, being that Stevie was supposed to be like one of the homies. Stevie's been around since the early 90s around Faith, and she was kind of seen as like a homegirl. So I don't think that had Biggie still been alive, that Stevie J would have shot his shot at her and tried to push up on her or even marry her, because it was just bro code, the way you don't be going after somebody else's or the homie's girl like that. But that turned into a disaster because Faith Evans wound up having to pay him alimony after they split. Okay, and Faith was very pissed about that. But let's get into what they had to say. So Faith Evans and Stevie J's 5-year marriage, which I'm shocked they lasted that long, faced scrutiny due to both party ties to Notorious B.I.G. Let's get into it. All right, so Faith Evans sets the record straight about her relationship with Stevie.
Explain to me your initial meeting of Stevie J. Was it through Big?
I met Stevie separate from all of that, way before Stevie was a part of Bad Boy.
Oh.
I was married to Big already, but
Gotcha.
Stevie used to come check on me all the time. So we were friends. That was just my homeboy.
Stevie's been vocal about that. He always had feelings for you.
No, I would never have taken it serious even if he did. I don't recall any of that.
So when did
he told me that Missy and them used to be like, she married? No, he probably said that to them.
To them, yeah, okay.
He didn't say that shit to me. I'm not off that. A nigga cannot just get the pussy. Come on now. Let's be fucking real.
No.
Let's not play no games. That's not the case, records.com.
He got it. When did it
Nigga, that was 25, 30 years later. Get the fuck out of here. That wasn't some shit I was plotting on that long. Get the fuck out of here. Like, you think I'm gonna warn a nigga for that long?
No, I don't
Hell
think so.
no.
Faith is mad hood, ain't she? Golly, Faith.
When did it shift for you and Stevie?
I'm gonna be clear. I was married to Big. I met Stevie J while I was married to Big, but I met Stevie J not as Stevie J, this guy with Bad Boy. I met Stevie with another friend of mine. I wasn't dating anybody. I was married to Big.
Right.
So me meeting Stevie had nothing to do with Stevie ending up working with Biggie or even working on my songs. That was probably a dream of Stevie's at that time, even though it was a short period of time.
Yeah.
Until Stevie did get to be a part of Bad Boy. I never thought about Stevie in an intimate way. When I was working on the King and I album, Stevie was one of the people that had vocals of Biggs that hadn't been used for anything. So I camped out in Atlanta for a minute and worked with Stevie. In one of them sessions, Stevie came in the booth and kissed me, and I'm pushing, it was way after stuff. And I never even thought I would ever even be in a place to even get with a Stevie. I was married even after Big. I married Todd.
So like emotionally.
I was single for the first time in my adult life. That's what it was. But even after the kiss and the talks of, I've really been into you for this long, I'm like, get out of here. He was trying to convince everybody that knew us for this long, like, no, I've really been loving her. Like, it took some convincing. It wasn't just, you kissed me and want me to touch your dick. And that's not the case.
But one thing I will never forget, the first day I met y'all, I was like, they are for real. They are like best friends. They have like a connection that is not fake whatsoever. Did it just get to a point where y'all just felt like maybe we're not compatible romantically?
I don't know if the romance part was the You said, did you guys both decide? I don't know if it was a collective. I mean, seasons change. And sometimes the leaves turn brown. Sometimes they turn green.
Yeah.
Sometimes I rhyme slow. Sometimes I rhyme quick.
Explain to
Are you on something, Faith? Because you seem a little hyped in this interview.
me your initial meeting.
What do y'all think? Again, I don't feel like Stevie J would have pushed up on Faith had Biggie still been here. I feel like he knew the homie was not here and was out of the way. So I feel like the relationship was more clout driven. Faith was not thinking about him. If you guys remember them being on Love and Hip Hop, which I was shocked she was on that show. But Stevie acted like he was kind of afraid to approach her and tell her how he felt about him, liking her or having some type of feelings for her. She was just like immediately was like, no. And he was fighting hard to get her attention, but in the beginning she was like no, and I think he kind of wore her down, which that turned out to be a disaster and a bad idea for the two of them to be together, because then they started doing drugs together. Stevie was cheating. You guys remember she blasted him and saying he was in Miami where he was with some girl, and a video of him doing PORN got out there while he was married to Faith, and she was embarrassed by that. Then don't forget about the video where he was filming her in a bedroom when she was laying in the bed. She had her hair all wrapped up. I mean, she's like she's in bed. But Stevie embarrassed her there. He was cussing at her, snatching the cover off her. They were arguing. I was just like, why are you doing this, Stevie? Like, why? And shortly after that is when they got divorced. And then he was running around saying, I want to fix my marriage to her. She was like, no. But when she went to file for divorce, Stevie ran and was asking for alimony whenever she decided that she was, really done with him because the relationship was toxic as hell. But again, not sure why she married him. And then of course they got married in Vegas. It wasn't like this huge, like conglomerate type of wedding. They got married in Vegas. It was like a spur of the moment type situation. And it wound up being a very bad decision for her, because she wound up paying him thousands of dollars per month in that alimony. And it was pissing her off that this nigga was running around here living off her when she's got kids and other responsibilities. And he was bitter because she didn't want to be with him no more. But y'all put in know what y'all think. That was a mess. But Faith is hood, honey. She is very hood. So let's get into this. So we talked about Brenay and Tim on the Tamron Hall show yesterday. I wanted to show this other clip. And then we have some news as related to this situation. All right. So shout out to the Tamron Hall show. It says that Brenay opens up about how the lawsuit has impacted her life and as an influencer, and what she wants people to know about her. She's saying that her money's been affected, like businesses that wanted to maybe work with her or do anything with her, financial wise, they're pulling back because of this situation, how big it's ballooned into this huge mess with this case of alienation of affection between she and Akira. So let's go ahead and play this. Let's go.
It's affected your business because you're on social media.
A lot.
Really?
A lot.
You've lost money?
I can honestly say yes. With all of this and me painted out to be this person, I can honestly say it's like, I don't know if I want this person to represent me, or I don't know if I want this person to promote my products and things like that. So it's kind of been hard for me.
What's the next step for you?
I would say just trusting God wherever he leads me. That's all I can say.
Girl, do you even believe in God? Because I've seen quite a few of her videos on TikTok, and girl, you be trolling the hell out of Akira. And Akira don't even be thinking about her. Akira has literally moved on with her life. But this girl is so fixated on Akira. Like, you got the man now. Why are you still harassing this lady? Like, you have to pay her the $1.75 million. Okay. They've already started to get ready to seize her assets, and they've already started garnishing her wages. So yeah, her money is affected. But that's the choice that you made when you did what you did. Akira was supposed to be your friend who allowed you to stay in her home because you lied to her and said that your ex-husband was putting hands on you, but you only did it to get close to Tim. And then you guys wound up sleeping together in this woman's house around her children. And then you wound up getting together, getting married, and everything just went downhill from there. Your money is getting ready to be even more tied up because now Tim is facing a lawsuit from Brenay'S now ex-husband Devon for the same thing, alienation of affection. So y'all can have more millions coming out of your household. I mean, I don't know what they're gonna do, honestly. I don't know what you got to pay this money, but you know, Akira also has another case, as I told you guys. Not Akira, but Brenay also has another case against her by Akira, where she filed the protection order against her because she would not stop popping up at her kid's school and stop harassing her as well. So she's not supposed to have any contact with Akira, but she trolls her online. She still does videos about her. She has definitely violated the order, and she had to go to jail behind that because she popped up at Akira's kid's school. I told you guys. But again, she's upset because she has to pay this girl this money that was ordered for her to pay. She was being very cocky about it and even said in videos she'll never see the money. But the courts have now taken a stance to go ahead and start deducting it from her pay and from her accounts. But again, now her husband, Tim, who used to be Akira's husband, is getting ready to have to pay out money as well for alienation of affection. So this is a sad situation. Brenay did say on the show that this was not worth it, just this whole situation, but she does love Tim and that she wants to stay and kind of fight for their marriage. But girl, that's an expensive situation and an expensive lesson. But let's continue.
He means more than me than anything. And I trust him. And I know that this is not over.
It's not over.
No, not just with this, my life in general, not with just the lawsuit, because there's a lot of things that's happening behind closed door, but it's not done.
Why did you want to talk now?
Because I was silent for 2 years. I was never able to talk about it.
Girl, that's all you did was talk about it. If you guys have not seen her videos on TikTok, like that's all she talk about is Akira. This girl does not have a life. She does not have a life. It's so crazy how she is so fixated. I mean, everything out of her mouth is Akira this, Akira that. Whatever Akira go online and say that she's going to do, this girl will go and replicate it. It's some type of mental illness going on right here with this person.
Everyone assumed, and even after the verdict, it's still assumptions. And I want to be able to actually fully talk about it when I can. When it's all finished, I want to be able to talk about it.
What do you want people to know about you right now?
I'm not a villain. I'm not a villain.
Where you are.
I'm not this person that they painted me out to be. And time will tell. In that I'm Brenay. I'm not Brenay and Tim. It's not Brenay and anyone else attached to me. I'm just Brenay.
How has this affected your business?
So, girl, it should affect you because you shouldn't be messing with the lady's husband. All right, so let me get back to my main screen so we can go ahead and get into this news about Akira, okay? So shout out to Akira because she's moved on with her life. She is now expecting another baby. She has a man in her life, okay? People were saying that she was pregnant during the time of the trial between Akira and Brenay, that she was, early into her pregnancy, but she's moved on. She met someone else. Crazy thing is, though, I don't know when she met this person because it was said that she was still like slipping and sleeping with Tim. Even while he was with Brenay. So Tim was like running over there, sleeping with her, and then coming back and being with Brenay. There were also text messages and between the two of them, between Akira and Tim, but they were still married during the time. So that was her husband. If she wanted to sleep with him, whatever. I don't think I would have fooled with him had he done something like that to me. Would you running over here to this child and then you coming back over here? But there were messages that were shown in court where Tim was still like propositioning Akira to sleep with her, talking about how he missed her body, very explicit type text messages that he was sending to her, in which it almost had Brenay crying in court, and to where now she said on the Tamron Hall show that she doesn't, that she just has this feeling to where she always questions Tim about his whereabouts and is he still in love with Akira or is he seeing someone else? So now she's very insecure in her relationship with him because of those text messages and things that were brought up. But I say, hey, you lose them how you get them. I keep saying it. But now Akira has moved on officially. This is her new dude. She is expecting a baby girl here soon with him. So she's announced it. Let's go ahead and put, you guys can see the picture there. I'm gonna show you guys the video here. So you guys here, she says, congratulations, it's a girl. So she's excited to move on from Tim. She's like, hey girl, you can have him. He's trash. He ain't got shit going on anyway. He don't work. So you pretty much stole a woman's husband who don't work that you have to take care of. Sad, okay? But let's go ahead and get into the video that I found with Akira announcing her pregnancy. I do feel like, well, it's been 2 years, so I guess that's enough time to move on, but I don't know. Let's go ahead and play it with no sound because there's music. All right, so this says that Miss Montague is pregnant with a baby girl. So this is her new guy. He's kissing her tummy. She appears to be happy. She's smiling real big. Okay, now. All right, that's how you got that baby. But she appears to be happy. She don't look like she's thinking about Tim. You know, a lot of people were saying in the comments, like, is Brenay going to go and try to have a baby now to compete with? So she's already named the baby Mackenzie. Says some things in life are planned and some are just unexpected. So maybe that's her blessing in disguise. Maybe that was what she needed to kind of get her over that hump of being upset and crying because it was saying that she was having a lot of emotional issues after Tim walked out and left her. But now she has this new guy and she appears to be happy and they have a baby on the way. So shout out to her. And he appears to love her. I was looking at some videos. I'm like, he really like her. Like they really like each other. And she is smiling like big being with this guy. So I'm happy for her. I can't say anything negative about it. So sometimes that's what it takes, child, to get over a man, honey, get under a new one. Shit. I got nothing negative, right? Nothing negative to say at all. But here it goes. Let's see. Yeah, still music. So happy for them. They're getting ready to see what so she just found out she's having a girl. I love it. I love it. Like, girl, stop jumping though, but you have the baby in the parking lot. My Lord. So I'm happy that she's happy because she went through a lot of, she says, emotional, psychological stuff after Tim left her. The way that she said her kids were crying and missing him. So now she's met someone else, and there she's sharing. They're having a girl. Now she met someone else who is filling that void, and she's moving on with her life. So I'm happy for her in that regard, and they appear to be very happy with this new addition to their family. So shout out to Akira, honey. And the icing on the cake is going to be the 1.75 million that you have coming your way, love. Okay. Yes, ma'am. So what y'all think? Maybe it's too early, but I don't know. Hey, it is what it is, child. She's grown. Let her do what she do. She's happy. You can't tell a person what to do. I was looking at some of the comments. Some people like, girl, it's too soon. Like, you literally just jumped into this situation without healing. And other people were congratulating her. Listen, if that's what she wants, congratulations, honey. I have nothing negative to say. All right. So let's move on. Now, we talked about the escort yesterday where he had put a video out there where he was talking a lot of trash about Cassie, calling her 304 as if he's not as well because you were doing the same stuff. He has filed a lawsuit against Cassie, as I told you guys. And he's, I think, asking for like 20 million or something. But anyway, he could not find Cassie officially to have her served. So he tried to go through an attorney. He went through the court. So they unofficially had her served. So Cassie has now lawyered up as the judge, as the escort's lawsuit will move forward, and silence could trigger a 20 million default judgment. So she's like, y'all ain't about to get my damn money, because she just got there saying she was paid $30 million by Diddy. That was her cut from the lawsuit she filed against Diddy. So she got that. Plus she got another 10 million for the tape, I hear, from the hotel that was released about her. So she got $10 million where she sued them for that video getting out. And then she got another, I think, 5 million from somewhere else. So Cassie, she kind of racked up. She's sitting on a nice little coinage, about 50 million or somewhere. I don't know, about 40, 50 million. So this guy is sitting back watching all of this and looking at her winning all these lawsuits and he went in on the money. Okay, so Cassie lawyers up, as the judge says, escort's lawsuit will move forward, and silence could trigger $20 million default judgment. So Cassie Ventura has now formally entered legal counsel in the civil lawsuit filed by former escort Clayton Howard, a move that comes just days after the federal judge ruled that the case will move forward and warned that her continued silence could result in a $20 million default judgment. She didn't want that, honey. She was like, I just got this money. Y'all know she just had another baby as well. So she has to respond. Now, they said the court records show that on December 11th, that Cassie's attorney, Melody Hahn Whitgar, LLP, filed a notice of appearance in Clayton Howard's versus Sean Combs case, officially placing herself on the docket as counsel of record for Cassie. It said that the filing does not include an answer to the lawsuit, a motion to dismiss, or any response to the allegations. It simply confirms that Cassie is now represented in the case. It goes on to say that the filing follows a key ruling from the judge who recently agreed that Howard had been unable to reach Cassie through traditional service methods and approve alternate services. It says that according to the court filings, that Howard attempted to serve Cassie at least 9 times at multiple addresses in New York and Connecticut, all without success. I think she's in some type of, I told you guys the other day, since this case with Diddy, where she had to testify because she was saying she did fear for her life after that because she knows how Diddy is and his people. I think they have her in some type of protective custody where no one knows where she is. So if you try to, go to any of her old addresses, obviously she's not going to be there because she doesn't want to be bothered and she's in fear for her life. So it said that he also stated that her legal representatives declined to accept service on her behalf. So he is pushing, he wants this money. So the judge ruled that Cassie was effectively unreachable and cleared the way for Howard to serve her through alternative legal means, including electronic delivery of publication. Now, once alternate services is completed, Cassie is legally considered notified of the lawsuit, whether she responds or not. They said that the procedural ruling carries major financial consequences under federal civil rules. If a defendant does not respond after proper service, the court can issue a default judgment. So that will be easy money for him if Cassie does not respond, which she's now lawyered up, as you guys just heard. Now, in this case, they said that that could mean that the judge awards Clayton Howard the relief he is seeking without Cassie ever representing a defense. So Howard is asking for damages totaling as much as $20 million from Cassie. I don't think he will get it. I hope not. This is the lawsuit, okay? This is a lawsuit. You guys can go on Ball Alert if you want to read it in its entirety, okay? It's only 2 pages here. All right, it's only 2 pages. So he's looking for 20 million, child. He's trying to put a huge dent in her damn wallet. Jesus. Ooh, child. All right, so let's get into this next video. I told you guys, Q from day 26. If you guys watched any of the Making the Band shows back in the day, Q from day 26, he's been speaking out about his experience with Diddy when he was given some type of pill by Dawn, who was his girlfriend at the time. We just talked about Dawn Richard, who was in Danity Kane. He gave her a pill on the way to a Hollywood Hills party, at which he thought was ecstasy. He didn't want to take it at first, according to him. He said it was a red pill. He wound up, he said that Don continued to tell him, just take it, it's just ecstasy. You're going to go and have fun, da, da, da. So he was going to this Hollywood Hills party. I think it was Scott Storch's house. And upon them getting there, he took the pill. He says he started feeling discombobulated. His vision was blurry. He didn't know where he was. He was then led downstairs to some room where he says that he was violated. He woke up and certain body parts were missing, especially back there. Not missing, but sore back there, which let him know that he was violated. When he opened his eyes, he said when he came to, cameras were flashing in his face where it looked like someone was recording him, taking pictures of him in that position that he was in. And he said people were laughing at him and he was traumatized. So he's now having to see and seek counseling behind all of this, okay? So it said that Diddy's chef is talking ish. This is what Q is saying. Is talking ish like she was there when this happened to me in the Hamptons. Said that y'all are some liars. He said that how do you defend someone? How are you defending somebody and something you don't even know? What are you talking about, chef? So let's go ahead and get into this video because Q from Day 26 did share. He said, no disrespect, but since you're making videos about me at Jordan Shatan, and she's one of the people who wrote a letter to make sure that Diddy stayed in jail during the time of his trial, okay? I said that you're a liar and you wasn't even in the Hamptons when I was there. Said that when this occurred, said that you were just one of Diddy's chefs, a cook who got fired and got so much to say. Now look, says now like you. Oh, now like you know me. All right, so let's get into the video and then we're gonna look at these comments because he's talking and revealing things in the comments about what happened. And he's putting Don out there as well, who used to be his girlfriend, in terms of saying that she was responsible for him being in this position. So this is where they're saying he was violated. Oh, y'all can't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Y'all told y'all I'm tired. Give me a second. All right, my bad. Let me share. My bad. Child, I'm over here like, y'all see this? No, y'all don't, child. Sorry. All right, here we go. So they're going downstairs to where Q is. This is where they're saying this situation happened, okay? So they're going downstairs to where Q is. He was violated by some people. He's saying that Diddy and some of his people did some very horrendous things to him at this party while he was drugged, according to him. You can hear Don laughing in the background.
How you feeling, Q?
So they're asking him, how do you feel, Q?
You was pissed at first.
How you gonna leave to the party, nigga?
How you leaving the party? This nigga going to party.
I was like
5 hours.
Yo, you still?
They said for 5 hours he was out.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yo, your face. Q, you said it.
Don.
Hey, yo, we about to.
So it gives that what Q was trying to say in terms of Don having something to do with him being drugged. I mean, Don gave him the pill. Diddy gave Don the pill to give to Q. Now, what Q is saying in the comments, let's go down. We kind of talked about this a little bit before. If you guys go on Art of Dialogue, where Q breaks down crying, I mean like crying like a baby, sniffling, crying, and other members of Day 26 begin crying because they know what happened to Q, all right, at this party. Don gave Q a pill, a red pill he thought was ecstasy. It turned out to be a horse tranquilizer, okay? It turned out to be a horse tranquilizer, all right? So let's continue down because Q is responding in the comments. And he's telling some things. All right, this person said, Q, I'm so sorry. This is beyond wow. I am just so sorry. I know the words can't move or remove what happened, but this is wrong. But this was wrong. All right, so let's keep going down. So Q here then responds by saying, the audacity to ask me if I'm still high, level of disrespect. All right, so let's keep going. It said Don needs to be held accountable, okay? But she has denied having anything to do with that and said she never gave him a pill. Okay, that's what Don is saying. So he's saying here, Q is saying, hey, I don't like liars. Said, yep, I saw that. I had to rewind it because what the F. So Q then responds by saying, I don't like liars. I was drugged and sweating and ish. Okay, so let's go back. He said the lines were crossed and you can't trust anyone. So this person here says, Q of Day 26, your face wasn't scared of, or was it confusion like what I saw in your face? He said, was confusion like we're normally in a confused state when we wake up, but you were genuinely confused that I don't like that. I'm sorry this happened to you. All right. Q then says right here, check this out. He says that sweat. So he was asleep for and knocked out for 5 hours. You guys saw his shirt. It was poured down in sweat. Okay. Said that the pill that they gave me wasn't ecstasy, that it was a horse tranquilizer pill. Do you know, y'all know how strong a horse tranquilizer is? That could have unalived him, y'all. That for a horse, it's for horses, to put horses out. Like if you have to give them some type of sedation or medicine or some type of surgery on an animal, a horse tranquilizer was given to him and he was out for hours. Okay. So this person says, Jesus, Q, I'm so sorry. Do you even remember this? All right. So this video is floating around. Q then responds by saying that this ish put me in mental health. He said that I have to see a therapist every month now. Okay. So people are in the comments, bigging him up and saying, hey, man, this is effed up. Like, why would they do this to you? Da, 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 da. All right. But he is in the comments saying that, right. And she's acting like, they said that, did she say, yo, you still high? Talking about Don. Q then says that, right. And she's acting like she ain't give me that drug. So he is confirming that Dawn from Danity Kane, who he was dating at the time, did give him the red pill that Diddy gave to her to give to him to get him, in this space to where he was violated. A lot of people are asking, did Dawn know what was going to happen? Because Dawn continued working with Diddy. I mean, she went on to work and be in the group Dirty Money. Okay, a lot of people's like, what's going on here with Don? Like, Don is supposed to be your boyfriend. Why are you setting him up to be in a situation to where he's being violated? Okay, and then you're standing there laughing, watching him be knocked out for 5 hours by whatever it is that was given to him, and he knowing that he was also violated. This person here says that is beyond crazy. I'm so sorry that it happened to you. Sending prayers and strength your way as you continue your healing journey. Said evil never goes unpunished. Trust and believe their day will come. All right. Let's keep going. I want to see. Okay, so then he says here, I was sweating because supposedly my girl, meaning Don, gave me X, but it was a horse tranquilizer pill. So he's saying it right here. He's vocalizing. He's letting everybody in the comments know, no, it was definitely Don that gave me. He said, I was sweating profusely because she gave me this damn pill that I thought was ecstasy, that it turned out to be a horse tranquilizer and had him knocked out for over 5 hours. Okay. So this person here says at Q from day 26, maybe Don didn't know that it was a tranquilizer. Maybe they told her that it was ecstasy. Did you ever confront her about this at all? So he responds by saying, yeah, she didn't take hers. There were 2 red pills. Y'all hear that? So he says there were 2 red pills. She was supposed to take one. He was supposed to take one, as if the 2 of them were, I guess, going to go to this party, take some ecstasy, maybe do some wild stuff. Okay, they were dating at the time because, ecstasy makes you over sexualized. But instead, she held on to her pill. But Q wound up taking his last minute. He said that I asked her to the next. He said I asked her to the next day. Hold on. He said I asked her to the next day because my head was still hurting, bro. Of course, for a damn horse tranquilizer. So let's continue because he is in the comments just like ratting her out. I was like, damn. Let's see. What do y'all think about this? I'm happy that he's finally speaking out about this and that he is exposing the people that has something to do with them. As you guys can see here, it says that Don claimed that she didn't do it with her lying ass. Y'all know she also testified against Diddy as well, as to say that there were some things that Diddy was pushing up on her, doing some inappropriate things. But when it was mentioned about her giving this stuff to Q and setting him up for Diddy and his people to do something to him, she denied it. Okay, but he's saying, nah, she actually did that shit. So let's continue. So they're saying here, your voice needs to be heard. Watching Making the Band, everything started to connect. I really hope Don gets locked the F up. Okay. You guys remember on Making the Band when Q was acting very erratic? That had to do with, at the time, something happened to him during that time on the show. A lot of people didn't know. They just thought that he was being this insubordinate member in the group. But during the time, they were saying that Diddy was pushing up on Don and he saw a lot of inappropriate things and that Don wasn't really speaking out. And then he felt like he couldn't trust Don. So that's why he was acting out and fighting and carrying on and so aggressive on the show. The guys in the group knew what happened, but they weren't really saying anything. But the way production produced the show, it made it look like Q was just like mad because he wasn't getting lead vocals on a song or couldn't do this or do that in the group, and that the guys were pushing against him. But no, he was dealing with some very heavy things behind the scenes because of some things that was happening to him that he wasn't able to talk about because of Diddy and his people, of course, probably had him under NDA. But he was dealing with all of this, guys. And if you watch the show, you would have known. You'd be like, damn, what's wrong with Q? Why is he acting so crazy? This is why. this is why right here, because he was gang R-worded, according to him. And he still cries about it to this day. That happened years ago. Y'all know Making the Band has been off our TVs for quite some time. But y'all can put in there what y'all think. I was shocked that he actually put this on social media with this video. And this is on, y'all can go on Q of day 26 and you can look at it and read the comments at your leisure. But he is responding back and putting it out there that Don was pretty much responsible for him being R-worded by Diddy and some other people, allegedly, at this party in the Hamptons, okay? Where he thought he was taking an ecstasy pill, but he really was taking a horse tranquilizer, and she never took hers. But let's get into the next topic. It gives that Todd is popping up on Kandi, and he's surprising her while she's on Broadway right now. So he's coming out to go and see her. I'm just like, aren't y'all getting a divorce? It's given that they in the public they're getting a divorce, but in private they're going on dates, and he's popping up, coming to support her, bringing the kids. They're laughing and smiling. He's giving like flirty looks at Kandi. I'm just like, what is going on here? Again, if they work out their marriage, I would be happy that they do. Because sometimes people, just because they file for divorce doesn't mean that they're going to go through with it. Let's go ahead and look at this video that I found. Shout out to Braxton Family Values fan page. Is where I saw it. This is a recent video. Kandi is currently, like I told you guys, on tour with her Broadway thing. So it said that Todd Tucker surprises Kandi Burruss on Broadway, co-parenting their kids. Hashtag Kandi Burruss. Let's get into it.
What's up, y'all? We're on the Escape and SWV tour. The 702 Maya, Total, Siren, OMG Girls.
She is on tour as well.
Yeah, everybody in the house. So who would think that Kandi would be right here? Look at her. Kandi, what you doing?
Mm-hmm.
What you doing?
Commenting on one of my...
No, she's doing laundry. She's doing laundry. So we're waiting in line so we can do laundry, okay?
They don't seem like they're getting a divorce.
Kandi's out here doing laundry. So we got next. I'm just showing y'all the real, man. Hey, man. People be thinking Kandi would just send her stuff out to get done. No, we do our stuff ourselves. What we doing, babe?
Babe, this is a recent video, guys.
Laundry. There we go. There go the basket. Don't judge what's in there. That's Blaze's little skirt. So yeah, laundry right here. Where we at?
We are in Oklahoma City.
Oklahoma City. Yeah, where OKC play. Yeah. We out here. Laundry. Shit's real. Yeah.
They eat like a family, like nothing. Look at Blaze. I don't know what this is giving. Like, what do y'all think? Let me cut the music though. What do y'all think? They just like in regular family mode. The kids are there. They seem to be happy. I mean, he's still calling her babe. Like, what do y'all think? So he's popping up on her while she's out on her little tour situation and while she's doing her Broadway thing. And they're just what y'all think? You said trust nothing about it. She's so cute. Looking like a little Kandi. He's still wearing his ring. Y'all see that? When he put his hand up, still wearing the ring. So they're just singing right here. Stay with me, my pride. Okay, we're going to cut because I don't want to have to edit, child. Look at Tony. Tony always going to have some boobies out, child. So that's SWV. They're on tour with them. I ain't mad at it, okay? You guys can see. All right.
Santana leather care. So they're going to take the flip-flop, clean the old adhesive off. Then they're going to, put their, shoe glue, whatever, kind of same way it was originally made.
Why Ty still wearing his wedding ring, though?
They're not even charging me anything. You know what I mean? So let's see how this turns out. But yeah, they ain't showing me no love. They wasn't trying to glue. They wasn't trying to do nothing. It's all good. It's all good. I'm gonna get it done. Make sure you support. Let's say it one more time. Santana leather care. Here we go. Let's get it. What's up, y'all? We're on the escape.
So he done flew out to go and be supportive to Kandi. He brought the kids along so that they can be there with her. And yeah, he still had on his wedding ring. They're sitting down having dinner just like a regular family. They don't look like they're having any tension behind the scenes. Kandi seems to be happy that he's there. What do y'all think about it? Y'all can put in there, child. I was like, oh wow, that's some tea. So maybe behind the scenes they're working on things. Okay, maybe they're working on things. Okay. But let's get into this last topic, and then we're gonna leave. Tiara Marie, y'all know who she is from Love and Hip Hop. I think it was LA. She's found herself in a very sticky place with 50 Cent. She owes 50 Cent quite a bit of money, and she made a diss song against him, which he has quickly responded. All right. Shout out to City Boys for this one. It says that Tiara Marie dropped a diss track called I Ain't Got It in response to owing 50 Cent 30K. All right. Now 50 Cent responded by trademarking the phrase and buying the domain so that she cannot make money off the song. That's some real business-ish. All right. So let's go ahead and read up so y'all don't know what the heck is going on. Y'all know Tiara Marie owed 50 Cent money for quite some time, this money, and he's been like, girl, I need you to give me my money. So he's tried to garnish her wages, but I don't think she's on any show or making any music or anything. But then she went and made this diss track against him. He found out about it, and he sprung into action to be as petty as he always is. So it said that 50 Cent once again proves that he operates on a level of petty that feels like the final boss of life. It says that the type of opponent rather that you meet after you already use every power up that you own. It said that Tiara Marie tried to flip the script by dropping a diss track titled I Ain't Got It after owing 50 Cent exactly $30,000 and even doubled down wearing the slogan on a shirt like it was her new brand. Now, instead of arguing back with her, 50 Cent treated the whole moment like a masterclass in strategic warfare and instantly trademarked the phrase, bought the domain, and locked down every lane where she could have made a single dollar. Now, I said that the internet watched in disbelief as he transformed her comeback into her own revenue stream with the kind of calm confidence that only 50 carries. Now, I said that it was not just petty, that it was a precision level petty, the type that turns into a case study on how fast a clever idea can get repossessed by someone who plays chess while everyone else plays checkers. Now, this says, in the end, Tiara tried to make the art out of a debt, and 50 quietly made ownership out of her art. So he owns every single solitary thing about this diss track that she put out, and any money that she make will automatically go to him. So he wants his money, and he's not going to stay off her neck until he gets it. Okay. So he's already filed papers. I remember when this situation came out, he's already filed papers to have her garnished. So any money that she does make, if she gets on the show, if she puts a song out, he's going to get whatever profits from that because she still owes him 30K. But 50 don't play by his money. Okay. He do not play about his money. What do y'all think about that? Y'all can go ahead and comment in the comments and let me know what y'all think. That is the last topic. Please comment on all the topics that we discussed in this video. All right. And I'm going to try to hit you guys a little bit later because I have some things that I got to do. But thank you guys so much for stopping by. Thank you to my top flight mods, True TV Podcast, Tiara, KBR, Sweet Esther, Scorpion, Miss, and Rose Armstead. Thank you guys for modding for me. And also thank you to all the content creators in the chat, as well as all my Caramelians. All right. You guys have a wonderful Saturday, and I will see you guys later. Until the next video. Bye.